Hello! Today I'm going to be making some soccer flags. That's something I've been doing for literally years now. I've done flags for all of MLS, NASL, USL, mostly, teams in England and teams in Canada, all over the place. And that's really where we're going to get started today. We're going to be working on some soccer flags. And as you can see, I am in Inkscape once again, and I'm just going through some of my flags that I've made, and it's mainly the new teams that have joined for this season in Las Vegas, Nashville, Fresno, and Atlanta. I have a Nashville flag. I'm pretty happy with it. The others, those are going to get done tonight. So when I start working on a flag, the first thing I do is I go to my logos and see if I have a good logo for that team. So it looks like I need to update my logos as well. Okay. So for Las Vegas, they have a pretty ridiculously Las Vegas logo. And this is the Las Vegas logo. We also know that they have, I made this flattened version using Vector Magic, a piece of software I could not live without. And then I have this little graphic here from the team website that gives us the official colors. So we're going to go in and start pulling colors. That's what these little boxes are for. So we need blue. We need the pink, the yellow, and I imagine their shade of black is just flat black, but yeah, it's flat black. Okay, so we have here, we have the crest. Oh, that didn't take. You flat black? No. This is fill. There it goes. So we have our colors, we have our crest, and I have a 600 by 400 pixel. This corresponds to a 2:3 flag ratio. This is my most common ratio I use. Almost all of my projects are done with this. So when I start working on these, I look at the state flag, but it's Nevada and their state flag's not very good. So we have this flag of City of Las Vegas. The design's not bad, except for this massive seal, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5, 6 colors with that lighter shade of blue, plus white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors. 9 colors. I try and keep it 2 to 4 on the high end, 4 tops. Only very rarely do I do like a 5-color design, and very, very seldom is a flag that's that over colorful good. So, since we don't really have much here, let's go and look for something. Let's use a jersey design. And let's go and grab the Las Vegas Lights jersey. They actually have a fantastic jersey, and I will fight anyone who wants to say that their jerseys aren't amazing. Go. And this will give me everything I need to work with. I'm just going to pull this picture down for reference, and go import that in here to this. Okay. So I'm liking these stripes, these glowing neon stripes, and we have this the crest in pink in the middle, and a black backdrop. So let's start off here. We're going to use a black backdrop. I'm going to break apart this vector file I've made. Is this just a solid layer? Yes. This isn't quite perfectly symmetrical, but I think that'll work just nicely. So I'm going to resize this to be 150 pixels high, and we're just going to center it for the time being. And this is, of course, found on the famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign, which is what this crest shape actually comes from. I don't think I'm going to use much else from the crest other than the blue and the yellow. So what I'm thinking is a good way of replicating these to have them come down in a similar pattern to this stripe from this corner to the center of this. So for that, I'm going to make a 400 by 300 half-size copy. And I need to figure out first what this angle is. Use the line tool, and we have a 53.13 degree angle. So let's start making some shapes. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm going to actually cut this into a triangle. And we have exactly that triangle we need. We're going to make a few copies of this. So if I rotate it like this, yep, we get a nice horizontal plane. And this will be plenty to work with. I'm now just going to use a rectangle here, and 500 pixels wide is perfect. And let's see, what would a 100 pixel stripe look like here? And if we put one down there, that's going to be a little bit too much. How tall is this? 240. So let's do 60 pixels because that gives us a good division by 4, pretty close. So we'll put one stripe here. We're going to put another stripe below. And we are going to make these into diagonal stripes of constant width, like that end in the middle. So I just need a second one of these, and the path tool to the rescue. Path, intersection, path, intersection. And what I'm thinking of is to just take these like this, align them, yeah. And we'll make another copy. Okay, so looking at the jersey design, we have blue, blue, gold, or blue, blue, yellow. I don't want to do 3 stripes there, even though 240 divided by 6, possible. I just don't think it would look as good. So instead, I'm going to make these 2 blue. Actually, let's see. I like this more. Or maybe this. Yeah, I think I like that. And how does this look if it's perfectly centered? That's a little bit too far down. What if I were to center it on a 300 pixel bar? And make this something like 200. That's not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more idea real quick. Working with this same principle, but I'm gonna give these a rounded shape. So for that, I'm actually going to use the circle tool. And let's do a 2:3 ratio. I'm just going to make a circle. Then I'm going to resize this to be 600. I'm going to resize it to be 400 pixels wide. And then all I want is the top corner. So we're going to do 270 and 0. Okay. And what would happen if I made this 400 pixels? Let's do that. 400 pixels, and we'll do 300 pixels. Similar effect. And then we're going to do another, just measure this to be perfect here. We have 100 pixels there. So we'll offset this by 100 pixels, 300. And how wide is this? 75. So this is going to be 225. I'll just take a look at how that might look. I think instead I'm going to do 325. Give it a little bit more uniform look. I like that quite a bit more. And then we're going to do 200. And we're going to do 125 by 225. Okay, I need to do my math. So 325 to 300, 225, 300, 325 to 400. So if I've made this 200 by 150, this needs to be 125, and this needs to be 50? No. 125? No. 100? 75. There we go. Pull these out of the way and align these. Okay, I'm already going to say I don't really like that as much. I am going to stick with this. And, well, that's one down. Let's just clean up the Inkscape file here a little bit. Don't need all this anymore. Don't need all this anymore. I'm just going to shrink this down to 200 for reference. I keep the crest, the colors, and the flag itself in my SVG files. But other than that, I think that's done. So we'll go save this, render it out in my typical much higher resolution files. And we'll do 3000 by 2000 and call it a day. Or at least call this design done. I already had one in there. I didn't like it as much. There's that. Much better. Now to do another flag. We're going to do Fresno. This, again, I actually had one I made. Here is the flag of the city of Fresno. All right. We're going to just overwrite Fresno file, make sure we're working in the right one. And we don't need most of this. So Fresno has a basic tricolor, tri-band style design. And I have this here, their crest, and their alternate crest. Ooh, this is rather chunky. Probably should have removed these gradients. And we'll grab in just the raw JPEG. Also, that's totally slightly crooked. Anyway, we'll grab this blue. We'll grab this red. We'll grab this gold. And those, we'll grab the sky blue too. And we should have enough colors to. I want to do something with this. I just don't know if I have the right files I need. Let's see if we can find anything on the team website. It's really what I'm thinking about is Fresno has the fox logo in their scarves, along with the this simplified design here. And I think I'd like to use this. Do they have something I can trace? Let's check social media. That's a video. That's not high resolution enough. That's not quite high resolution enough. Maybe it's time to just use vector magic and turn this into something I can work with. Vector magic is great if you have files that aren't vector that you need to make vector. Like this. We have a little bit of noise. We're going to use custom colors, and we're going to use 3 colors plus white. And I'm actually going to make this flatten to transparent. And this runs its thing. I'm going to remove the background. And I can definitely work with that. I can definitely work with it. And this even lets you save in a couple of different formats. I'm mainly just going to use the SVG standard. It's an open format, unlike most of those others. And we're going to grab what we need from here, which is really just this fox face. Okay. It's not perfect, but for now, it'll do. They have the gear, they have this little leaf symbol. Actually, let's fire up vector magic again and run it through this crest once more and see if I can't get something a little bit cleaner. So I'm just going to use blue, dark blue, white, gold, and this third blue. Just those. And I wanted to just flatten all the gold pieces to white. All I'm looking for is this leaf up here. I could probably trace it and redraw it, but that's just going to be time consuming. And as expected, yeah, we're going to redraw this. Or I should say, I'm just going to borrow from this flag. Oh, this is just a single path. Then we'll just use this It'll work. Let's see what this would look like then with tricolor pattern with the sky blue in the middle. And we'll do the gold, we'll do the red, and we'll do the gold. Actually, let's do the dark blue. And let's actually just grab this and the eyes without the outline. What happens if we just make this white? And we'll make it 175 pixels wide and center it. Okay, yeah, this is working. I like this. I want to use the gold. Let's just keep it nice and simple. No red. We're gonna do gold here, gold here, and then I'm gonna add, let's add in a, what happened if I just made 20 pixels wide white band there. I actually need just 15. And I want to find out how much this middle distance is. 190. I am pretty happy with that. However, I think I am going to go back. First things, let's just clean these up into one path. This should be one path. And let's see, how does it look with the red? Not as good. Did these look any good in baby blue? What about if the sides were baby blue and the dividers were gold? That's a little bit different. And it's more in line with how they use their own colors. I actually think I'm just gonna, unless if this looks okay in gold. That's not bad. Let's try this, 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 and this. A lot of this becomes a little bit trial and error. I think I am going to stick with this. That is much better. Now I do, there we go. Vector art, flags, USL, render. You'll see my previous iteration here, not nearly as good. Export and save. And let's do one more. For this, I'm actually going to just open up the Atlanta MLS flag. When a MLS team's USL affiliate is just something something 2, like Atlanta United 2 or Toronto FC 2, I don't feel it's worth my time and energy to make a fully original flag if they can't be bothered to give their team a fully original name. I'm petty. Yes. I don't particularly care. So I have this, and we have a logo for Atlanta United that I'm going to pull in here. This one's cleaned up even more because I was using these SVG files for part of my website. Here's the ATL2 logo. I'm thinking of keeping the same basic design, but replacing this with something from here. I like this too with the spike. I can find a higher resolution image here. I'm gonna go look for this. That's bigger. How big is it? Not big enough. Really, if I can find something at least 1,000 pixels square or 1,000 pixels round, that'll be probably good enough. This is a huge document, but I highly doubt it's... Oh, no, this is going to be... I have this crap in the way. Let's see if we can find... Yeah, I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Now, all of these are pretty low resolution. So, in this case, I'll just do it manually. It's a little annoying, but it's not too bad. So, we're gonna work here. Actually, oh, that's just gonna be... Let's see what vector magic can do to this. Red, 2 shades of gold. All I care about is the 2 and the nail. And that didn't turn out great. Okay. This is a higher resolution, at least. This is not really there. This is better. This would be fine if it weren't for all this other crap they threw in there that I'd have to touch up manually. Let's see if their social media has anything more usable. How big is this? 400? No. How big is this? This could be probably good enough. I'm gonna fire up Vector Magic. 540 by 540. It's better. It's a lot less aliased. Hold the correct colors. I can work with this. Okay. Now we're going to break this up, start removing what we don't need, keep what we do, which means a lot of this is just going to go. And mainly, all I really care about is this just that black layer here. Yeah. And if I make that entirely monochrome and a single path, do these cuts heal? They heal well enough. I think what I am going to do is turn this into 2 segments, keeping the lighter gold and the darker gold. And then I'm just going to duplicate one, combine it, drop it down, and work with this. This mess here, for one, was an absolute nightmare to render, or to vector, that is. The Atlanta seal here. This is a design that's normally way more detailed than anything I would be comfortable putting in here, but it looked great, and that was enough for me. So we have a 210 circle, and then a 205 circle. We'll reconstruct those. That'll work. And the height of this, let's make this 190 pixels high and see how that looks. Okay, we have what I want to do here is line this up like that, dead center. And actually, I'm going to do it like this. Let's do this piece in the light gold, this piece in the dark gold, and then just turn these all into path, and then turn the rest of this into a path. Actually, let's check this red. That is the same red. Let's see what happens if we make the rings just one ring darker, 2 rings darker. There. And Atlanta United 2. Export. And we're going to go save this as the USL vector file. And that's it. And just to take a look at how these fit in with the rest of my work, we'll go look at the flags folder for USL and rendered. And so this I have as my USL flag for the moment. Atlanta. I'm still not sure about the lighter gold. I like it enough to keep it. Bethlehem Steel, I'm not touching that. Charleston, I did a little tweak recently and that I like. Charlotte Independence, Cincinnati, Colorado Springs, Fresno, Indy. This might get updated. LA Galaxy 2, Vegas. I'm pleased with that. Louisville, I'm real pleased with that. Nashville, North Carolina, Red Bulls 2, Energy, Orange County, Ottawa, Penn FC. I'm probably going to give this another go at some point, but I'm not feeling anything strong enough right now. Phoenix, that's not getting touched. Pittsburgh is going to get a new one now that they've rebranded, but not right now. Timbers 2, Real Monarchs, Reno. I'm probably going to do something different here. Rio Grande Valley, I'm very pleased. Richmond, until they rebrand. Sacramento, haven't touched that since my first draft. San Antonio, haven't touched that since my first draft. Seattle, Sounders 2. St. Louis, Swope Park, Tampa Bay, Toronto 2, Tulsa, I need to re-render that, but other than that, that's USL. Hope you enjoyed a little insight how I make the soccer flags. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like this nonsense. Hit like if you like this particular nonsense. Any comments you leave, I will read. Thank you.